G'day guys, what's cracking? 2Aussie here again. So I'm at it again. I'm heading in to my local fish and chip shop. A bit restricted what I can do at the moment, but I know you guys love to see some seafood and some battered food. So anyway, all jokes aside, guys, I'm heading in today again to the fish and chip shop to get a seafood family pack. Now, this thing, if I've got it right, if it pans out the way I think it will, should be $22.50. It's got some fish cocktails, seafood sticks, calamari, chips, and what was the other thing? And a couple of prawns, battered prawns. So guys, also, one of the reasons why I want to do this, we're going to try and kill two birds with one stone here. Of course, if it's called a seafood family pack, it should be pretty big. I haven't had a sip in a while, so we've got to have a chip. We've got to keep that tradition going, but also I did see this thing, I can't remember if it was on TikTok or Insta, where they mashed up the chips with a potato masher, made it as a base for a pizza, and then did the toppings and all that and cooked it, and it came out, the crust was actually the hot chips from the takeaway shop. So I'll be keeping some of them to experiment with that. Not sure if that's going to work out yet or not, because I haven't done it yet, but stay tuned, I'll circle back to you about that one. So guys, I'm heading in, going to grab this seafood family pack, and I'll get back to you shortly. Let's get it. All right, let's get this party started. Now, so far everything's panned out the way I expected. $22.50 for this. It's a little bit weighty, but you'd expect that for a family pack. Now let's open it up and check it out. It's almost as big as a steering wheel tray, so that's a good sign. All right, let's check it all out. Ta-da! Oh yeah. That is humongous. Smells phantasmagorical. You know, that seafood kind of smell that you get. We got 2 bits of lemon, which is a good idea. Now apparently there should be 6 of these guys. 2, 3. I'm sure they're all in there. 4 of these guys, but I'll tell you what. Aren't they a bit shrimpy? Hopefully they put more than 4 in if they're that small. And 2 of these guys. Prawn cutlet, prawn battered prawn, whatever you call it. That's a pretty decent size. Hopefully it's not all batter. Oh, actually there's all sorts of things going on in here. Little calamaris, big calamaris. Let's just check if that is a calamari. Yep. Beautiful. And also there should be 2 seafood sticks in there. Hopefully they're a decent size. Yeah, not bad. Decent size. So I was thinking, you know, even though there's 6 fish cocktails, 2 of these prawn things, 4 of these, which it looks like there's probably more because there's some small and big ones. And also 2 of these guys. Heaps of chips, but I was thinking, is this really justified being called a seafood family pack? Now, personally, I probably would call it a share pack for 2 maybe, not a family. Guys, you let me know what you think. But also I haven't splashed out for a while, and I thought I need to keep these chips for something else. So I'm not going to be eating most of these chips, but we will get stuck into the rest of it, the seafood stuff. So guys, without further ado, gotta have a chip. Chips are on point. Now, I was saying earlier that I'm going to make this thing where... Sorry, I'm laughing, but I just find it quite amusing. It just amazes me the things that people make up and they think about. I could never think about something like this. Most of the stuff I do, I just copy. But there's going to be mashed up potato chips with a potato masher in the bottom of a tray. And I mean, I'm thinking about how I'm going to work this, but this is going to be the base, the chips. So I did make sure I got chicken salt purposely, because I want to have that chicken salt taste in the chips, because on their own they'll be a bit plain. Anyway, chips are on point. Totally eats well. Grab another one. Now I can't lie, I'm hanging to try some of this fish. It looks fantastic. 6 of them that size, I'm pretty impressed. We'll find out as we dig in a bit more. Let's give it a crack. Yeah, baby. For a fish cocktail, that is the goods. Let's have a shrimpy calamari. So I am trying to keep these chips for making my pizza base, but when you get chips this good, it's hard not to eat them. They are fantastic. Totally on point. So far, it's all going good. There's another big one. Look at that. It's even bigger than the last one. And that's probably even shrimpier than the last one. But there's a decent amount of stuff in here. $22.50 at a, local fish and chip shop. I guess you can't expect too much these days as far as price goes. So I guess this is probably in that range of where it should be for a fish and chip shop. Wouldn't want to pay much more for it though. I actually wouldn't. Let's dig around. We've got our tartare sauce. Now that's a pretty decent amount, but I guess it does go with a family pack. So you'd expect a bit of dipping. Let's actually do that. Let's do some dipping. The good thing here is I can double dip if I wish. Let's give it a try. The old tartare. Nice. Now, I'm thinking, and I don't know if I'll do it yet. Of course, I'm not going to eat all this. There will be plenty for Ron. But I may put a seafood stick on this pizza that I attempt to make. If you don't get to see that, it'll mean it failed and it didn't work. And I might just have an experiment and try it out myself. See if it works. If not, I'll work on perfecting it. Might even cook it in the air fryer, you never know. But where's this other seafood stick? Have to dig around a bit in here. Actually, you know what? Let's eat a prawn. How good are they? Might sound pretty crunchy, but it's not overdone. Cooked to perfection. They've done a good job here. Let's try it with some tartare. Amazing. I'm loving it. But I do need to go on safari for that seafood stick. Where is it? Unless that's it, but I doubt it. Might be squashed. I can't get over these fish cocktails. They're a bloody decent size. I like them. So there was supposed to be 6. We've eaten 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, nearly lost them. And there's another one. 6. So that's good. Now, where is this seafood stick? There it is. Finally found it. Dug it out. Now, why I wanted to know where it is because they're about the same size. So this looks a bit smaller but a bit chunkier. I'll keep that one for the pizza. This one is for right now. I guess your usual sort of seafood stick. It's been a hot minute since I've had one of them. Now I've got 2. Haha, you'll love to see it. And I have loved to taste it. It is pretty good. Totally eats well. We're actually on a real winner here. Let's do a squeeze of lemon on some fish. Bon appetit. So the more I eat this, the more I'm starting to think, for a small family, for a couple and a small child or a young child, it might be actually just elegant sufficient. So share pack, you could be a little bit too full if it was 2 people. So having said that, let me say this. I'm going to give it, for value, 4 stars out of 5. I reckon it's not bad value, considering how much is here, what it is. And I've done a lot worse than that, and you guys have seen that I've paid maybe a bit less, but got only about half as much. So I reckon we're on a winner here. It's winner seafood family pack from the local fish and chip shop. I'll just have to wrap my laughing gear around this one because this is just irresistible. We've tried everything here now. Of course you're going to say, too Aussie, how can you eat all that and not have a drink? Well, of course, we're not going to eat all this without having a drink. So today we got something a little bit special. Dr. Pepper Cherry. I'm pretty sure I have done this in the past, but I saw it there at my local friendly grocer where I've been getting all these random drinks from. And believe it or not, it was only $1.80. It is 330 mils, but not the usual 375 you get in a can. You can see it's a bit stumpy, but it is a winner, $1.80. You can't complain about that. For that reason, even before I pour it, it's getting in its lid. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 for value. So let's crack it open. See what all the hype's about. Is there hype around this? I don't know. Let's create some. If it's any good. Can't remember from last time. Wait. Believe it or not, I don't know if you're picking that up, but as I'm pouring it, you can see that sort of reddish tinge through it. So that's that cherry sort of flavour or whatever's in there, I guess. Givoli. Does hit different, so it's okay. Probably give it 4.25 stars out of 5 for taste. It's not too bad, you know. I'd say if you get the see it around anywhere, give it a try. It's worth a crack. Now, back to this. I've got to have another piece of fish. I should be having another chip, and I will have one. That's a broken one, but that's cool. I do have to really keep these chips. Before I can give this a rating, I have to find my other prawn cutlet. Is it there or is it not? It is there. Everything is right with the world now. Apparently. It's not really. Ooh. Ooh. Bloody hell. Man. Now that one was very deceiving. I didn't actually look at it that much, so it wasn't too deceiving. But because I had that first one and it was nice crunch, nice texture, it was really good. But it was full of prawn as well. So that one, I'm expecting the same thing. That one let me down a bit, and you could probably hear how it let me down. Nearly broke my bloody teeth. It's a bit crunchy. I think there wasn't too much prawn in it. There was a lot of batter. Anyway, guys, good thing I tried that before I gave it a score. So we're going to give this, for taste, we'll give it a 4.75 stars out of 5. It's a pretty good meal. I'm quite impressed. And they didn't miss anything. Everything was there. So that's a good thing. Have a bit more tartare sauce. So I'm already getting full as a goog, but I'll have another chip. That's the last chip I'm going to have. I've got to save them. Probably just need to have a swig and wash it down a bit. Make some room for the rest. But guys, so let's have a little swig. So if I can't polish this off, I'll save the rest for Ron. But not sure what I'm going to do with this pizza thing yet. I will use these chips. And considering I'm getting reasonably full, there's still a fair bit left, so it's turned out pretty good value, I guess. So guys, that's the seafood family pack from my local fish and chip shop. About the third time I've been there in this lockdown, but at least there's one in my town. I can do something. I'll circle back to you with the results of the pizza. If you don't see it, well, you know it was a disaster, and it's still a work in progress. I'll give it another crack. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo, and stay fresh.